Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. If you wonder why my lips are a little red, my tongue, I had some of these earlier. Now, on to LSU versus Ole Miss. Last year, I picked LSU to win this football game. They were playing at home. They were coming off wins over Florida. They were coming off the big win over Florida. And I feel like since that Florida game, their offense was able to get going against pretty much everybody they played, except Georgia and Florida State. Now, besides the point, and Texas A&M. But that's because those teams had pretty decent defenses, defensive lines of scrimmage. Ole Miss is not a bad team necessarily. I do think that they're better than what they showed with Alabama. But Alabama showed up to play. Their defense dominated the game. They did enough offensively and to not throw the game away against Ole Miss. And they were at home, so you kind of had to give it to them, I guess. Not that Ole Miss did, but you know what I mean as a football fan. I think LSU wins this game, I just think that I think their offense will be too much for Ole Miss to handle. Ole Miss's defense could not stop what Bama wanted to do. To be honest, it should have been worse than 24-10. If Milroe hadn't thrown that pick and taken those sacks in the red zone like he did, this could have been 10, 14 points more than what it was. So I think Ole Miss got lucky. I don't think they'll be as lucky. Now, luckily, LSU's defense is not very good either. They struggle a lot, especially against the pass. You saw it in the loss to Florida State in the close home game with Arkansas. Arkansas is not really known for being throwing it out everywhere like that, but they did it against LSU. I mean, they can throw, but they're more of a running team with the quarterback, KJ Jefferson, and everything that they do. The only reason LSU won that game was because Arkansas had no defense, but they won. I think they beat Ole Miss for the same reason at Ole Miss. This will be a higher scoring game. It won't be a blowout where LSU kind of pulls away like they did last year. I think this will be a higher scoring game, much like Arkansas, but I think LSU's offensive consistency will outshine the defensive problems Ole Miss has. And yeah, stuff like that. So I'm not an expert. I'm just here to make picks. I got LSU winning this game 45-40. Very close. Now, Ole Miss could win. They could take out that anger on LSU because of how they played with Alabama. Clearly, that wasn't their best game, but they did get embarrassed. And I do know LSU's defense is nowhere near as good as Alabama's. But I will go with LSU in a high-scoring game. But Ole Miss could win the game.